my magical people. Today we'll be working on some resin casts while we're talking about a few updates and things. Okay, so I know it's been a long time and I promised a while ago that I'd be posting more, and it's really hard, guys. It really is. I have a lot of cute ideas that I want to do and make, and I hope that you guys will like them and like the direction in which this channel is going. I know a lot of you subscribed for Sims content. I want to say about 75% of you subscribed for Sims content, and I'm sorry, but that's just not where my channel is at the moment. I'm not saying I won't post any more Sims videos, I'm just saying that that's not where I want to take my channel. I still love The Sims, and I still will always play The Sims. It's just I want art to be who I am on this channel now. I've been watching a lot of creators, and I want to have, I'd rather be known for something I created and something that I'm truly and honestly proud of making than be known as a person who creates content based around one topic alone. Again, gaming videos will still be on this channel every now and again. It's just this is not going to be considered a gaming channel anymore. I want this to be a channel where I can create whatever I want, as I've addressed this before. Anyways, let me quickly talk about what's going on in the background as I'm speaking. I had a custom order for someone who wanted me to make this EMT symbol, and I'm currently making the snake in the middle. If you're But if you've never seen the symbol before, it is for paramedics and EMTs and all that jazz. So I'm making the casting, the thing I'm going to cast in the mold, and I'm making the center of it because we are going to cast it in resin. Anyways, so I mentioned in my past video, my previous video, well, not my previous video was about Douglas, but the video before the video about Douglas, I mentioned about how I want to focus on my art skills, and I want to really hone in on my craft skills. I've been watching a lot of creators like Dolllightful. I've been watching Art with Jazzer. I've been watching Nerdy Crafter, and I really want to create my own style with that. And even Rosa Panzino from Nerdy Dummies, I want to embody the way she does videos into my videos, and I want to be known for something I create, not something, I just said this, but I want to be known for something I create, not something that I create content around, if that makes sense. It's just recently I've noticed that YouTube is going in this direction where people rather have originality than copying. And I know you're like, oh, but Anna, trends. Yes, I understand trends. It's just I noticed that beauty gurus are coming into the light more now. Shane Dawson is coming back into the light again after a couple years of not being in the light. I hate to say it, but even Team 10 and their stupid shenanigans are coming into the light. A lot of people are coming up with their own content, and I hate to say it, but gaming content has kind of died off. It's still around. For example, Achievement Hunter is doing beautifully at it. Markiplier is doing beautifully at it. It's just those names are already established, and it's very hard now to get known as a gaming creator. If I sound nasally to you, I'm sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. It's just very hard to get known in these ways. And I'm not trying to get known, I just rather put my time and energy into something I know I enjoy doing and gives me less stress than something that I have fun with for a couple of hours and then I'm like, I'm done. Because crafting, genuinely, if you've never crafted before, and I don't just mean like scrapbooking or gluing pieces of paper onto a board, I mean if you've never sat down and tried art, any form of art, whether it's resin, what I'm doing now, which is mixing chemicals and why I'm wearing gloves, if you've never done resin, if you've never done clay, if you've never done watercolors, if you've never done anything, if you've never stepped into a craft store and just bought something to make for fun, you're missing out. And it's so stress relieving, it's so fun, you learn new skills, and that's genuinely why I love crafting. And if you see my craft area, you will see all the skills I have learned, and that's what I really like. You're looking at it and it's like, wow, I know how to do this, this, and this. Not many people can say they know how to sculpt this object. Not many people can say that they know how to mix epoxy resin and make a very random awkward shape with it. For example, this shape that I was working with here, the starburst is what I'm going to call it. I know it has a specific name, I just don't know the specific name of it. The starburst is what I'm calling it. It was very, very, very difficult to work on this piece. I thought that it would be pretty easy, and it was for the most part. It's just towards the end when I had to dome the front and the back. Because of the way the shape was, it was driving me insane to dome it. It was driving me absolutely insane. Because it kept dripping to the front, it kept dripping to the back, the blue would get on the front, I'd have to sand it down, I'd have to re-put it back in. It was just driving me insane. As you see here, I'm also watching Achievement Hunter play Fibbage as I'm making this. If you don't know, I'm a huge Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter fan. I'm actually going to be making a video series based around them coming up soon, because I'm going to be meeting the entire cast of Ruby and Michael Jones from Achievement Hunter and Ruby and Rooster Teeth this summer at SuperCon this year, and I'm so excited. Last year I met Lindsay and Barbara, who play Ruby and Yang in the series Ruby, and I love Barbara so much. She was so sweet, and so was Lindsay. They were so sweet, genuinely. And honestly, if you're nervous about meeting the Rooster Teeth company and you think that they're gonna be stuck up or like, I don't know, like a normal online celebrity, they're not like that. They are so sweet, and they have so much hospitality, and I don't know, they're just like the coolest like online personality I've ever met. Anyways. I know this video is a lot of rambling, and that's just how I talk. But the way this video is right now is not how all my videos are going to be, guys. This is just, for one, me testing the waters, and it's also me explaining to you what's going to be happening. I'm going to really try on making good content. If you've never seen Dolllightful, I suggest looking her up, because she makes really fun content, and it's cute and it's adorable. If you've never seen Rosa Pansino from Nerdy Nummies, who I have a couple of her merchandise actually, I don't know how you've never seen Nerdy Nummies, but she is so cute, and the things she makes are so cute, and she's one of the top creators on YouTube, so I don't know how you would never hear her, how you would have never heard of her. If you've never seen Threadbanger, I suggest looking up Threadbanger. If you've never seen Art with Jazza, especially recently, I don't know how you've never heard of him recently, but if you haven't, there's a possibility. I suggest looking him up on YouTube. Just type in Jazza and he'll come up. If you've never seen Nerdy Nummies, I suggest, not Nerdy Nummies, if you've never seen Nerdy Crafter, I suggest looking her up. It's just, there's so many amazing creators, and I explained this in 2 videos ago, that I wanted to be a part of that community day one creating my YouTube channel. I wanted to be a lot like I Has Cupquake at the time. And you gotta remember, I created my channel 3 years ago, and things on YouTube were a little different. Art creators really weren't a thing. They were there, it's just you had to be a part of that community to know about them, kind of thing. For example, when polymer clay first became a big deal on YouTube, you had to be in the community to know about these channels. At least that's how I saw it. You had to be a crafter to really know these channels existed. Same thing with makeup gurus back in the early YouTube days. You had to know about makeup to know that these channels existed, because at the time it was all sketches and vlogs that were all over YouTube, and that's just kind of how it was back then. And I mean, things have changed now. Now there's so much content that YouTube literally has an overload of content. There's things that should not be on YouTube. There's people that shouldn't be on YouTube, but that's a comment for another day. Anyways, I know that this video is me rambling, and if you made it past this point, I thank you. Oh, I just realized I never addressed my channel name. Oh my god. If you noticed recently, either you follow me on Twitter, you knew about this, or you're just realizing it now, I am no longer AnnaSimTV. I created that persona when I was 12 years old, and it was my online persona since I was 12 years old. And I'm done with that online persona. Basically, I've outgrown it. I created that name based off of other YouTubers I used to watch at the time. For example, there was a Littlest Pet Shop YouTuber I used to watch. Yes, that's how far back this goes. Who was named Sophie GTV. Okay, her original channel was Sophie Garrett, and she created another channel called Sophie GTV. And then I would also watch Shane Dawson, who had Shane Dawson TV. And it was just a really cool and hip thing to have these internet type names. For example, iJustine, thebomb.com. It was just like an early 2000s things. I don't know how to explain it. And now it's like it's over and done with, and there's so many people with the name TV at the end of their name, and it's like I don't want to be that. I a couple years when I was a sophomore in high school, I created another social media account. I'm not going to say what social media account because I don't want you guys to find it, because it's my personal social media account, but it is under the name TheMagicalAnna, and I fell in love with that name instantly, and I am still in love with that name, and even my boyfriend joined in on it to match me on platforms. And he goes by the mystical his name. So if you've seen other videos, you'll know what his name is. I'm just not gonna say it here. But I just wanted something that matches my personality. Because I had a really hard time branding myself with the name Anna.tv, because I didn't want everything to be TVs. And I really like the idea of fairies and kingdoms and magic, and I can't really tie that into TVs like I could, and trust me, I tried. It's just I didn't do it to the way I wanted, and I called you guys the TV Kingdom, and I didn't like that. So yeah, now we're gonna work on some other stuff. I'm now the Magical Anna. I'm going to be testing out a lot of new intros. If you haven't noticed, I called you guys magical people, I think, when I started this video. I'm gonna be working on some stuff. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. If you came to my channel based on the fact you like gaming content, I'm sorry. Again, gaming content's not going away from this channel, it's just not going to be the focus here anymore. So yeah. Anyways, guys, there's only a little bit left to this video. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot, and if you've been with me through all these 3 years, which some of you have, I want to thank you. I genuinely want to thank you because you guys have inspired me to continue. And I know there's not many of you guys that have stuck around, but again, I want to say thank you. And I know there's not many of you guys who have stuck around consistently, I should say, but for those of you that have, it means a lot to me. And those of you who comment on my videos every single time and you're like, oh, thank you for showing me how to do this, or thank you for making this video, or just nice words, thank you. Genuinely thank you, because you guys make me smile and you make me feel like I'm not just making these videos for myself. But yeah, sappy video. For the last couple minutes, let me quickly talk about the piece that I'm making since I'm done talking about myself. At this point, I noticed I was having struggles making it. The Perlix wasn't sitting right in it, or at least not the way I wanted it to. The resin was dripping to the front and the back, and I had to keep sanding it down. And it was turning into a nightmare at this point, and I'm like, I'm not giving up on this piece. I literally wasted like half a bottle of resin making this stuff. I mean, that was also because I was mixing too much resin, and as you see in the little left side of the screen over there, I was making other pieces with the leftover resin. So yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what art skills you want me to bring back that I used to do, for example, knitting, or if you want to suggest anything new. Please do it in the comments down below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Etsy. This way you can stay updated on what's going on. I debated making an Instagram, not doing it, no. So if you really want to know what's going on with my life, Twitter is where you should be. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you all later. Remember, this is not just my channel, this is your channel too. And we're gonna figure out some new outros too, guys, because I don't know what to say anymore. Alright, guys. I will talk to you all later. Bye!